Class of this session, this is Professor Dynamic. We got another subscriber analysis for our 10,000 subscriber event. Let's get into it. We have MB. Yeah, so let's watch this guy play some Reinhardt. This is a loss. That's fine. That's fine. I might actually just go ahead and review two of this guy's because he had a Zarya Winston as well. So he may luck out and get some double reviewage going on.
I wasn't paying attention, sorry. Is that okay?
Alright, his name is
If
Dumpy.
they have me, we should go through theater. They have Farah.
Oh. What a big. I'll let out the enemy team cops. You know what
That
I like
means
to
my
hear?
shield will be dead almost instantly.
You know what I like to hear? He noticed that the enemy team had a Mei. That means that pretty much as soon as someone comes through here, Mei's gonna wall it off if she's good. Which is why he said, let's go through theater. That's the building on the right side. And then they can go up the stairs and come out the top balcony. Which definitely reduces the impact Mei's wall would have on their team. So he's communicating. That's what I like to hear. Oh boy. Whoa. This guy goes ham. This guy goes ham sandwich. But he didn't die though, that's good.
We need to deal with this Zarya.
I like how he's pretty much using his thingy off cooldown, his fire strike.
Oh, he wished the wrong way.
That's sad.
The Zarya's getting boosted too much.
Sleep. This guy goes ham.
They were down Reinhardt. We needed to push there.
So we kind of pushed it alone because he wanted to move in off of that.
Well, we can't push now that...
No, just go
This
now.
guy goes really ham as Reinhardt.
Just Corvus.
Oh boy. Here goes the shooter.
No, we can't go in when we're losing too many people. We need to do something about this comp. I'm switching to Zarya because they're just breaking my shield constantly. We're not putting enough pressure on them.
Team didn't support at all, yeah. Yeah, his team didn't actually support. I feel like he's trying to do something that Reinhardt can't. He's trying to like break the front line on his own. When they have a comp that's like designed to suppress, to stop a Reinhardt.
Can someone get the
Oh good.
Farah's right side?
Punching. He has good aim.
Push through!
His team isn't responding, so this guy he's very interesting. So he's making so much space. Like he's providing his team with so much opportunity to push through. Like he's got damage on both the supports. He even killed one of the supports, and I feel like he's just doing so much by himself. This game is the struggles because I feel like this guy's doing a lot of work, but his team is just not following up on the opportunities he's providing them, and it's a shame, really. That was a wasted bubble. His Pharaoh wasn't really in need of a bubble, so he definitely could use his bubbles a little bit more efficiently here. Good bubbles, good bubbles. Good self bubble.
Kill that. Ana on point. Ana on point. Lucio 2.
This is all you. Kill that Reinhardt. Oh, what the heck is up with that? Freaking Graviton. That Graviton was absolutely wasted. So he should have realized about the situation he was in. The enemy team was trickling in. They were going to take this point. It was just going to happen. Enemy team was trickling. Their spawn is closer. They already got a ton of kills. Him wasting this Graviton is pretty huge. Like, you can't do that. Like, you cannot waste your Graviton because it takes so long to build up. It's so important to I mean, he only has 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Like, if he had his Graviton, like, it could make a huge difference. Yeah, you want to do that.
Where's that from?
Nice.
The bubbles. I like him using his bubble on a Roadhog after he hits a hook, because you know the Roadhog usually stays still and is a really easy target to hit. He jumped in front of the guy and he actually got hooked. So that was
Watch Kurt.
that was all rather sloppy there. The positioning allowed him to get. I'm not sure what he wanted that counter style. Was he trying to body block for that guy? I mean, even if there's a Reinhardt there, even if Reinhardt swung, he would have still hit both of them. What he needs to do is beat a little off to the side so he can track the Reinhardt, who was gonna charge. You know that Reinhardt was gonna charge, and then have that laser in his back. So he got a little. I feel like he wanted to be a little hero for his teammate, which is good. That's always good, but sometimes they're just gonna die, man. Sometimes you just gotta let them die, because there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it.
Watch the fair behind.
I like his communication though. I like him. He is very important communication. He's
Fair one hit behind.
His communication is very high value. Boy. Oh boy. Yeah, there's nothing.
We needed to deal with that Pharah.
The enemy team used a bunch of ults, which should give the enemy. That was a really good mercy res, by the way. Because the enemy team just wasted a ton of. I mean, they didn't waste it, but they used a ton of ults winning that fight.
Mercy just abandoned me.
I'm not sure that he needs to die though. I'm gonna rewind there. I want to see whether or not he could have played this fight better. Alright, so he's really good barriers here. He should be. He has 200 health. Alright, he right now he needs to be playing a little bit more conservatively. All his cooldowns are gone. He has high energy. He has 30 seconds. He has time to drop down some right clicks, keep this Zarya at max range, and maybe even go get that health back in the room. But he's just kind of he kind of moves forward. Yeah, this is actually the really wrong. This is really the wrong move right here, to move forward when he's in such a vulnerable position. I think what happened is he heard the music for the payload and he got a little bit impatient. He does have time. Now, I see this a lot where people are just like, no, we have to get on the payload now. No, you don't. I mean, you have time. I mean, until that reaches like 10 seconds, you don't need to get on. And then him being so impatient here just cost him. I mean, he dies. Like, he can't get anything accomplished if he dies. So he should have been back here right next to this health pack. Him dying here is just like not good. Not good at all.
Alright, group up, I guess.
Here we go, one last play.
Give me another shot.
We got a touch card soon. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, he definitely had time.
Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it.
But now he's up in the thick of things. Yeah, okay, that was good. Okay, I want to talk about that. Notice his positioning here. Notice this positioning here when he's a lot less panicked.
Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it.
All right, so he has overtime, so no, he has time to fight. I'm actually gonna slow this down here. I want to talk through this. And he moves up. He has his, I think he has his personal bearer. Yeah, he has a personal bearer. He's shooting. He's trying to get aim on the Reinhardt. He gets the full charge, and now he's backing off because he's like, what am I gonna do here? And he backs up and gets behind the payload and uses that as cover, and still does damage from behind the payload. Boom. Now this was questionable, but let's see how it plays out.
Is Lucio Reinhardt behind?
Alright, so I said that was questionable. Why I said that? Because Reinhardt had full shield, which means, but it was a very desperate situation where you need to win this fight or else you lose. So I'm not gonna. That was a pretty good ult. Depending on the situation, it could have been better, but he really needed to win this fight, so it wasn't bad. What I would have done though is he was at low energy. I would have reloaded first before shooting off the graviton. But he took advantage of the opportunity he saw, which is, I can't blame him for that. I'm not gonna fault him for that. Really good ult. But rewatching this now, I think they would have won that fight without that graviton. But he's at 53%, so I'm not gonna dwell on it too much.
I'd say 3 on cart.
Everybody goes in the cart.
Boy. I like that. I really like what he just did there.
Fair is so
Fair, one hit, one hit, one hit.
Alright, let me talk about that. I like that he plays very aggressively when he has his cooldowns available. I mean, he has his personal bearer, so go in, get some damage on them, go try to get some kills, do some damage, and then get to maximum charge as they shoot you. So he didn't even come close to dying because he had his personal barrier up, and he went in appropriately when it was available. So I really like that. Really like that. Flat siren. I'm not sure how that situation could have been prevented there, because Reinhardt just came up from the side and just kind of smashed his team's face. Being more map aware, maybe hearing Reinhardt coming up on the side with the good headphones might have helped that situation. Maybe being at the max range of Zarya's little beam would have also helped. Now, I'm pretty sure he wasn't within max range. Like, he was closer than his max range of his beam. You want to be within max range of your beam because there's no reason to be any closer. You don't do any more damage, and then it's easier to aim the further away they are. It's way easier to aim at the person because of geometry and stuff like that. So I want to see him at the max range. And Zixus just pointed out, look at their team count. They don't have a Reinhardt. They need a Reinhardt. Like, they need a Reinhardt so badly. It's ridiculous. Okay. Another thing about this team count I want to point out. The presence of Ana and Mercy. They pretty much do the same thing. They really get in each other's way. And why I say that, because their ultimates are primarily gained a lot. More so Mercy than Ana, but a lot of their ultimate charge is gained by them healing. And so they really eat, and then they have a Roadhog too, so they're really eating into how much ultimate charge they could be gaining. Instead of this Mercy, I'd like to see a Zenyatta or Lucio. Or instead of this Ana, I'd like to see a Zenyatta or Lucio, because you get a lot more use out of a team member than just healing when you have Lucio and Ana and Zenyatta. But they're really stepping on each other's toes.
A good Zarya.
But but the main problem is he needs a Reinhardt. His team needs a Reinhardt. Okay. Right. So he rounded the corner there, and they started shooting at him, and he didn't actually take much. He had like 13 charge of that. That's sad, because he could have gotten full charge. What I like to do as Zarya is I like to round the corner and then just stay still and just let them shoot at me and just get full charge. Because I mean, if he wasn't actually dodging there, he would have just ate that Reinhardt fire strike and then just gotten full charge off of that. Just stay still and bait them to shoot at you. And that does work a lot. You could be at 50 charge right now.
Break the shield then, Zarya. I can hide you in all of them. Break the shield first.
We need to push.
That was okay. He's triggering me. Oh, that was so bad. Triggered. So his teammates like break the Reinhardt shield, and then we could use Zarya ult. And then he jumps the gun and uses Graviton Surge before Reinhardt shield goes down. And that Graviton Surge is absolutely wasted. And then he's just like, we need to push. Oh, he would trigger me if I was in this game. No, patience. Break the Reinhardt shield. Yes, you need to push, but you need to do it effectively. And then he died here. Like, oh, this is just, oh my god. Triggered. Triggered. Totally triggered.
Fair behind, fair behind, fair behind, fair behind. You can hear her. It's obvious.
Triggered. Like, I don't want to hear him talking about anyone else since he completely failed that Graviton. Like, he has no right to tell anyone what's obvious and what's not. I'm officially triggered. Like, this game would have been so differently. Like, this game would have been so different had he been patient and just got that Graviton Surge. I mean, he had what, 20, 30 seconds? Go down to 10 seconds, you know? You have time. You have time. People are so impatient. But that was that guy with the Reinhardt. I actually am gonna watch a second game of this guy. So let's go back to my face while I look up this other game he has going. So we're gonna go to the defense side because there's like nothing to talk about that game. This is why I don't like games that are smashes. There's nothing to talk about. Woo! He ate the damage. Oh, that was a wasted ally berry. That's sad. Not sure who was. That person needed that. That was a decent ally barrier. Even though he didn't get much charge out of that, that was fine because that McCree was way out of position. That was a really good ally barrier because they gave him the opportunity to back off when he really needed to back off, and then he died almost immediately because he was out of position. Not really much he could do about that, the Zarya. Yeah, okay, so it's your job as Zarya to kill D.Va because you are really good at killing a D.Va, especially when you have high energy. Okay. Okay, let me talk about that. You need to, okay. So I noticed this guy, he jumps a lot. He needs to stop jumping because it's throwing off his aim. I can already see it's throwing off his aim. It doesn't make him any more evasive. A lot of people do this. They just jump randomly. just move forward and track, because that Lucio should have been dead. There's no reason that Lucio is in your sights for like 3 to 4 seconds that he isn't dead. You need to stop jumping. There's no point to it. It's not adding anything to your gameplay. It's not making you easier to hit or harder to hit. So that if you would have just walked forward and tracked that Lucio, he would have been dead. So try to work on that not jumping thing. If you were a Lucio player, then I'd say differently, but you're not. Lucio gets a lot of work out of his jumping, because he can change directions if he jumps off a wall. And then you just died there, that's sad. Okay, a little bit too aggro. And a little bit too aggro. Okay, also here's the thing about that. Let me rewind that. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. So, he died from this angle up here. Let's see how close he was to this Lucio. Like, look how close he is. Zarya's beam range is very far. I believe it's 15 meters, the same as Mercy's beam range. But it's either 10 or 15 meters. Either way, it's not this close. You don't need to be this close to this Lucio. You can be at max range, and in fact, the further you are away, I mentioned this before, the easier it is to aim. So I'll actually want to see you at max range here, and I actually want to see you moving towards either this side, this wall here, or over here, because then you'll be prepared to take cover at a moment's notice if someone comes to reinforce the Lucio. Now, because, yeah, you don't need to be this close. Now, because he's in the middle of the road. If someone comes at him, he has no cover. He has no protection. If someone rounds this corner, there's nothing that's protecting him right now. And his barrier is gone. So he's in a really dangerous situation, so now that we analyze the situation, it's very easy to see why he died here. Like he just all the odds were stacked against him. Like I would have been surprised if he didn't die here. Give me another shot.
I'm not there yet.
Lower tunnel. Zen top.
Let's get back to combat, though. Let's get back. Get back.
Both tanks, lower tunnel, coming out now. Oh, they backed off. No, they're still there.
Try to get the Diva mech down and then I can ult.
I do like this positioning he has going on. He didn't get very much out of that. Oh, man. He's left. Run at Zenyatta. That's sad. That was just sad. That was blunderous.
So we should just give them the checkpoint, I think. Don't run into
not much to say about that. It was just a few mistakes. He miscalculated how the trajectory of that Diva mech. Okay, that was a useless barrier. Mage in Europe. Thanks for following. Yeah, so he just kind of wastes his barriers there. Wastes his barriers there as well. Like no one was shooting at him. It's crazy. Definitely don't want to do that. Oh. Okay. So, he's really close to here. Okay. Alright. He forced the Zenyatta. Oh, that's fine. But I like that he's fighting so close to the point. Did he die there? Okay. So I like that he's fighting close to the point, because you want to be on the point because they have so much time. When the point is so close, even though they're not going to win, they have so much time to fight at the point, because then they'll have another chance to fight before the point gets to the second point, to the second capture point. But what I want to see him do is be a little bit more aware of that Roadhog hook, and his cooldowns as well. So when his self bubble is not available, he needs to back off, because then he's gonna die. And dying on Zarya is probably the worst thing ever, because you lose a lot of your usefulness when you die. Like you lose your energy charge. You don't want to die as Zarya. Like just don't do it. Just don't do it. You get so much. You need to focus on not dying. Just don't die ever. Oh, monkey time soon. Yeah. I think he's gonna be going monkey eventually. This is one of the VODs where he said he went monkey. Just don't do that dying thing you do. That please. Okay, so he used his ally barrier there on the Roadhog because Roadhog got a hook, and he hooked a Reaper, which is a gamble, because you know maybe the Reaper gets a shot before Roadhog kills him, but most likely he won't. You notice he didn't really get anything out of that. If he hooks a Roadhog, then yeah, ally barrier Roadhog, but a Reaper or pretty much anyone else, unless there's other people that's going to be shooting at your Roadhog, save your ally barrier for something else. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Good bubble. I like that bubble. That was a good bubble. Okay. He's jumping again. Alright. He is jumping again. There we go. Good aim. Good aim. Love these types of analysis streams. Oh, that's nice. Oh no, he got
10 HP right next to you.
He had.
Yeah, it's player order of importance.
Yeah.
He got pulled when his bubble was off cooldown. Man, you guys, the dying thing. And I know it's Roadhog, but you can definitely avoid dying to Roadhog if you play around his cooldown. When you don't have that ally bubble up, you need to be really cautious, especially when there's a Roadhog. There needs to be like a red alert that goes off in your head. Like, I could be pulled here and I can die. You need to know that's possible and then adjust your positioning accordingly. It should be like a danger where Roadhog's in danger. Now this is fine because he knew he had his barrier. That was good. I like that. I really like that because he knew he had his self barrier. But when you don't have that barrier, back off.
Yeah, top right.
I like those bubbles. Zenyatta's keeping him safe, so he's able to just. Oh boy. Good smash. Not really much he could have done there. He just kind of got comboed. He got one more combo. The enemy team had an old advantage. But the enemy team just used a ton of ultimates, which means they should not be able to push. If his team just does a push here, they should be able to win if they just group up. Now he goes Winston here. Let's see what he does with it. He said he needs a Winston. Why does he need a Winston? Nice. Took out that fair. Oh, Roadhog just missed his hook. Let's see how he plays it. Oh, I like how he plays it around the bubble. That's sexy. I really like Winston on defense, guys. Winston is so good on defense. You guys don't even know. Oh, that's a dead. Oh my god. So good. Winston is so good on defense. I don't like him very much on attack though, unless you have a really coordinated team. But on defense, he's a beast. I submitted one of my VODs when you did your 10,000 sub announcement video. Cool. Then you might see your VOD review today. This is all my stream's gonna be all this week because I have so much to review. It's gonna be all VOD review. Yes, love this. Going for the back line. Oh yes, I like to see that. So he didn't use his bubble immediately. He saved it from when he actually drew aggro. Oh my gosh. God, I love Winston.
Nice, good work, guys.
He played a really good Winston there, actually. You might want to play Winston a little bit more because that guy, Winston's a boss. Anyways, so that was. Who was that? That was MB. That was MB. So thanks for submitting that gameplay. Let's go back to my face. Yeah, thanks for that. This is yet another VOD review of my 10,000 subscriber special. So this has been Professor Academy. Thanks for watching. Class dismissed.